Yo, what up? It's Hip Hop Nation. It's the feature presentation. DJ Sus One, my Puerto Rican sazon eating co-host. Is that racist? I'm not racist, by the way.
Oh, you are being just so. What's the word?
Yeah.
Stereotypical. Okay. Well, I'm black, white. I look Spanish, and
all right. Well, I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. I'm Ali V. What's going on, Sus One?
Here. So one of my good friends is here. She says I look like Usher. She's sadly mistaken in this planet. Keke Palmer's here.
What it's your girl, Keeks, and I'm black, and more black.
There you go.
That's it.
What's good, girl?
Man, everything is good. You know, I was just talking to Allie about how I beat you the other day and named that movie.
I forget. Everybody that just tuned in,
go ahead.
We had a game. Let's get to the interview after this, but we had a game which you're going to see. We're going to put it out where it's called Name That Movie or Get Your Black Card Revoked, right?
And you lost. You lost.
Not only did I lose, she beat me horribly. Like, it was one of the most horrible losses ever.
1 out of 10 says? Really?
But in my defense, the clips were very bad.
But she got all of them.
Exactly. And it was
I told you she had movie Shazam.
That is not true.
First of all, you just made Shazam really rich because they're going to take that patent and they're really going to probably have that because there have been times where movies been on. I'm like, what is this movie? So they're not going to be rich. But, you know, he doesn't know anything about black culture.
Okay, so you have a record out.
Yes,
I
I do.
actually really love the record, by the way. You know, I hate to say that I actually really like it. Not just that I get so much music, and I think it's a really dope record. I don't like the fact that you're bossy, you know.
But you know I'm bossy. You've been able to see it.
Bossy.
You've seen it, though. You've seen it. I bossed up on you the other day. But you know, it means a lot to me because I do know you hear so much music. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to say that about my record, especially this one being something that's, I don't want to say totally different from music I've done in the past because it's very similar sonically, but it has more of that trap production on it. You know, shout out to Tasha Couture. And I do feel like lyrically and like the way that I'm rapping, singing is definitely right on tone to my personality. Yeah,
it's swagged out. I don't know if you heard it, Ali, yet, but you gotta listen to it. Swagged out.
It's definitely, you definitely would love it because you bossy. So you very hood and bougie. You very hood and bougie too.
I love that. I love Keke. I always love Keke's energy.
Lie on my radio show.
Shut up. Anyway. So is this the direction that you're going with now? You're going with more up tempo and more of that trap music now?
This album is definitely a lot of up tempos. Okay. I have a couple of slower records on there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it is still in line with the kind of music I did. But there's definitely been an evolution, and of course, what my inspirations have been lately. You know, they are going to be a part of what the music I'm doing right now. I just moved to Atlanta, so a lot of the producers I work with, they're from Atlanta. So of course, those sounds are a major part of it. I only worked with just a few, like SL, DJ Spins, Tasha Couture, and then shout out to some of the writers on the project, Alex, Queso, Trill, another producer, and Soul. So it's very cohesive. You know, everything is you know, we have different variations, but it's all feels in the same era.
So I saw Keke the other day. And,
the day that you lost.
Yesterday.
Okay, the day that you lost.
Yes, the day that I lost.
Okay.
Horribly. And she told me she saw my Cardi B interview.
Oh, okay.
Which was viral everywhere in the vicinity of
Earth.
It
was good.
And she saw the clip where Cardi B said that loyal men do exist.
Yes.
They do exist.
And I'm glad that Ali V and Keke are saying this, but most of the women I've ever met in my life, like I told Cardi, say that there are no loyal men. They all cheat. Just a matter if they do it respectfully or not. So, Keke's here.
I've heard that before.
But what does that even mean?
I've heard, this is a new thing, what he's talking about with the whole respectfully or not. I've literally had friends, homegirls that, you know, I've also been cheating on their boyfriends. Some people are in relationships and they still cheat, boy and girl. And, you know, she was like, I can't believe he cheated on me. He's so disrespectful. At least when I cheat, I make sure he doesn't find out because I actually love him.
That's what they mean by disrespectful. That's
By
the way, people, cheating period is disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
No, exactly. But I guess to some people, in some people's minds, they feel like as long as I don't know, then everything is all good.
So it's like a don't ask, don't tell.
Well, you know
policy
what a lot of women tell me, and this is why I want to talk. You know, I love talking to Keke because she keeps it real.
Oh man, thanks.
Women have told me that they really 100% don't believe that there's such thing as a loyal man. So, with that being said, if you're gonna cheat, don't be sloppy about it. It's like they're accepting it because they feel like it doesn't exist. Like
I think they mean they're type of guys that I like.
Right.
That's what they must mean, you know, because I do feel like there are types of guys. You know the type of dude that ain't gonna cheat. We all know that type of guy. But a lot of times people want to be with another type of guy. And you can tell by, you know, you can tell by someone's character, generally how they act, how they treat these kinds of people, whatever, what they would be mostly inclined to do. And a lot of times people don't want to admit that those are the kind of people they want to be with. But, you know, then when this person cheats or whatever like that, they're either not shocked or they're already doing it themselves or they're accepting it or whatever. But you know what you're dealing with. Go get you a pastor.
Let me ask you a question.
Cheat too,
so
though.
Mike Epps,
some of them do though.
Some of them cheat too.
I know, great. That's fun. Not funny, but you know.
Shout out to Mike Epps. He was on my show recently, and he said that he feels like women. I said, why do women like bad guys? Why do they like guys that are not good for them? And he feels like women
they need like a project.
Yeah, like
put
men
something together.
that are a project. They can't have somebody that's all put together. They
Because
need
I think some people like that, but I think the real truth of it all that a lot of people also don't want to admit is that you be with people that are emotionally at your same level. So it might be easier for you to get with a guy that, is cheating. You could call your friend and say, he doing me wrong or he da-da-da-da-da, but you the same as bruh. You may not be cheating, but that you wouldn't be attracted to someone that wasn't where you were. You would be beyond it, and they wouldn't even be attractive to you. So sometimes people like to play roles. Some people like to play victim, and this is on both sides. Some people like to play victim. Sometimes people like to point the finger. That people find positions that feel comfortable for them. So it's not always I want a project. People have to also look inside and say, you know what? Maybe I don't want nothing really that serious, and that's why I keep messing with these kinds of guys because I really don't want it to go any further.
See, Keke keeps it real.
But Chris Rock always said that a man is only as faithful as his options. So if he has no options,
it's bullshit.
Then he can't be faithful.
I have a tremendous amount of options, and I'm loyal.
I think that is a true point to some. For real. I think there's so many levels on top of this. I do think some guys, I feel like sometimes people are like that. They have no options, then they ain't go, you know what I'm saying? Or they have so many options that they really don't know how to, I think this is for sure with guys in the industry is that they have so many options they don't know how to appreciate something good.
I don't agree with that because
some guys.
Like some guys. I'm going to ask you this question. I addressed this on my morning show the other day.
Okay.
And I truly believe it. I just want to see Keke's opinion because I'm around these females in the clubs.
Yeah.
Which I would like to say that's a certain type of female, most of them.
Yeah, I get what you mean. No harm, no foul.
Is there a such thing as a loyal athlete, in your opinion? Now, before you answer, hold up. Before you answer, everybody watching this, do not get mad at me. I know people going to say Steph Curry is loyal. All right. Shout to that 0.1% or whatever. Is there, for the majority? Is there a such thing as a loyal athlete? I really feel badly to answer this. I really feel bad. Is there an age limit on it? Can after they retire after 50, 40.
That's what I'm saying. After Okay,
the reason I'm asking this is because a lot of these women are out here now. Of course, some are groupies about the money. There's those type of women exist, but there's some that really feel like, oh, he really likes me for me and blah, I'm different or something.
But that don't have nothing to do with why somebody cheats. Somebody could really love you and really love you to their full capacity and cheat just because it's available. That's what I think the problem is with so many athletes is, dang, I mean, what would you do if since the time that you were 16, 15 years old, you were able to sleep with anybody you wanted to and you had girlfriends and nobody complained and women be showing up outside your front door. Gorgeous women, dream women.
She's saying exactly what I be telling these girls.
I mean, that's pretty difficult. I mean, and I don't want to say it's difficult for the guy. He has such a hard life. But it's like, if you ain't never got in trouble for stealing, you going to keep stealing. You know what I'm saying? If that is not a deal breaker for anybody in your life, it's never been a deal breaker, then that might just be your thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing to you. It's just a part of your lifestyle.
So I need a yes or no. Right. Is there a such thing as a loyal athlete?
She was trying to get around it. That was a very great answer.
In my spirit and knowing that there are no absolutes, I'll say yes, there has to be. But in my just knowing in my lifestyle and what I've seen and what I've been exposed to, I would say no.
Basically, what you just said in translation, I'm sure mermaids exist, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that is no, my brother, man, he did. He said exactly. That's exactly what I said. I'm sure mermaids exist, but I have yet to lay eyes on one. But that's not to say that they aren't there. But I just, again, that lifestyle it can be difficult for some. It's no different than being, imagine if you're Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? If you're a huge superstar. I don't know what it's like to be. Male groupies are not the same to females. You know what I mean? It's not the same energy. Guys, them girls be going crazy. And they'll accept anything.
Allie, you see what it is every time I walk out the building.
Okay, you know what?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
But I think it's difficult when you're that level, these people. But I can't talk about nobody's marriages or relationships, so no disrespect to any athletes
and not
out
to get
there.
into anybody's business. God bless her. She just had a beautiful baby girl, but you know, it's
Khloe Kardashian with Tristan
the whole
Thompson.
Thompson. No disrespect to him. It's just
disrespect,
that when I see stories like that, I'm like, are we surprised here?
Yeah, but
I've never seen a loyal athlete ever.
But
I feel bad I don't mean to say I feel bad how he's getting dragged, and I don't mean to say, you should have known. That's such a hard thing to say. You don't want to say that kind of thing, but it's just like, dang, you don't want it to be true. Another one bites the dust type of situation.
How does Keke Palmer date in this game?
I don't date in the industry.
Ever.
That's why I don't date in the industry, because I don't, not even just like, oh, someone will cheat on me type of gag. It's like, I don't date in the industry simply because I don't trust either. That's another side of it too, I think, for you if you're a female entertainer as well, dating in the industry. Because a lot of times people just are clout chasing. So I'll be in a situation where people just want me to help them build their digital media up. Or they want to be, you know what I'm saying? Or they want to be seen in paparazzis with me. Or they just want to tell their homies that they got a moment with Akila. Like, it's weird stuff like that. Like, and I don't.
What if it's somebody bigger than you where they don't need that?
Someone bigger than me. A lot of times the people that have been bigger than me, I've never had chemistry with. Like, there's been people that have like, or I don't mean, I hate that thing, bigger than me, I'm bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people have their own stuff that they good at and stuff like that. But the guys that I feel like have, have had their extreme popularity, whatever you want to call it, I haven't been interested in. There have been times where I'm like, oh, because I'm not interested. Just because you're really successful or something like that doesn't mean I'm going to like you.
Their swag doesn't match yours. I get it.
No, seriously. Seriously. And I'm very, very chill. Like, I have my life is very low-key, grounded, and I think that's also why I don't relate a lot of times to industry guys or industry guys that are quote-unquote on my level or above my level, is because a lot of times they're thinking about stuff that I don't care about, like being money, and I got so many rich friends.
Keke, can you speak to the masses? Because she's one of the few females I hear speaking like this. No disrespect. I'm talking about my circle, right? Before women get mad at me. In my circle, this is one of the few females I hear speaking like this. A lot of these celebrities out here are dating because the brand matches.
Right.
I can't.
It is that, but sometimes when you date outside of the industry, there are some, and I don't know if you can attest to it.
I know exactly what you're
saying. There's some men
that
don't understand it.
You're 100% correct.
So it's like, they're like, okay, I'm with Keke, but to them, it's not Keke Palmer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is a girl that I love. But I just want to be with. I don't care about those things. I will be honest
with you. Even with guys that are popping, they've treated me like, Keke, I can't wait till you in movies like Catwoman. I know you're going to be there, and I can't wait to be on your arm. And it's like, why are you so hype about the levels of my career that I'm going to be reaching? Like, they will sometimes be more hype about my brand than guys outside of the industry. Wow. And then guys that are outside of the industry, they'll be more like, oh, did you sleep with him? Or did you sleep with him? They be on that other petty type.
Different.
It be some petty type stuff like, no, I didn't mess with your favorite rapper. Stop.
Yo, I hate
that.
I understand why girls hate that, but I gotta defend guys a little bit.
That.
Why are you looking at me? I'm in a room full of women. Yo, crazy.
Like, why are you thinking about, like, do you want to sleep with dude?
No. Let me say what it is. It is definitely an insecurity thing. It is an insecurity thing, but let me tell you what it is. Because I've talked to dudes like this. Guys who are not in the industry, who watch the TV, watch social media, they see girls, not Keke, but girls on Keke's level, with the guys with the Ferrari, with the chains, with the celebrity, with the popularity. And the illusion, everybody believes the perception, the illusion, is that that's what it takes. And that's what these girls are attracted to out here. This is why guys buy the chains. This is why guys buy the chains. This is why guys buy the cars. That's not why I bought my chain, by the way. But this is why guys.
Right.
This is why guys.
Is that why you bought a house?
No, I bought a house because I grew up in the burbs, and that's my comfort zone.
Okay. But if a guy, I will say to all those girls out there that are particularly interested in guys that are, major in their field, whether it be athletic or whether it be music or acting, whatever it is, I will come to their defense and say that sometimes it's not really just about the fame or the chain or the jewelry or the car. It's about the fact that he's ambitious. He's driven. He reaches his goals. I think a lot of times that is an aspect that the guys that are looking online don't see, which is is that how about the girl just likes him because he's on his grind and is getting what he wants done? That's also attractive. It's not just the fact that the guy has a change in that. Women love men with a plan. So if you a brother with a plan and you got this done and that done and you got your mama a new house and you got them up out the hood and whatever it is, that is also very attractive. And it doesn't really mean that it's just the jewelry and the stuff like that. It's the fact that dude is on his grind, and that's very cool.
She's saying everything that's spectacular. I don't understand why more women don't talk like this. Can you date a man, which I think you basically just answered it, but can you date a man? He has all the ambition and all that. Yeah. But I know a lot of women like the man to be the provider. I'm not saying that's you.
Yeah, no, sure.
Now, he just doesn't have as much as you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've dated both, and I could date both. You know what I mean? I could date. I think a lot of times my problem has been when I have dated guys that have been, had as much. What are you talking about? Had all this stuff. They would be a little bit more controlling. I think that's a lot of times a trade-in sometimes when you are letting a man be, if you and him aren't working and both doing y'all things, or if he's, wanting you to sit back and he want to do everything for you, it usually comes with like a leash. And I'm not that type of chick. Like, I do not want you to control me. Like, if you buying my dinner and you're paying my rent once means that I've got to just bend over, roll over, and kick my feet up, then I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of those people where it's like, as long as I still
the board
have,
up is like, preach, girl.
Yeah, like, as long as I've got my independence, whether you have a much, have a little, I'm cool. And as long as you respect me and love me, like at the end of the day, I don't need nobody to pay my bills. A lot of times guys will try to get me like that, and it's like, dude, I'd really rather you not. Like, I'm cool on that because then I feel like I owe you something. How about we take care of ourselves, do what we can for ourselves? Like, I don't want it to feel like, you're buying me or stuff like this. So for me, it's like, I don't need nobody to provide for me. And if that's all, when I see, that makes guys squirm a lot of times, specifically industry guys. When I ask a dude to just be cool and be somebody, just be himself, he don't know what to do with himself. It's like, if he can't buy me a bag, if he can't buy me no shoes, if he can't do something monetary for me, then he don't know how to make me like him. And I'm just like, wow. People have made it that easy for you to the point that having a conversation means more to you than spending a couple grand. You would rather spend a couple grand than to actually talk to me?
Ladies, pay attention. Fellas, pay attention.
Wow, that's nuts. Tell me that's not nuts, though.
No, it is.
That is, girl, that's crazy. No, like, you shook.
I got another question I ask all my female.
I love what you be saying. You good.
No, I like to see different opinions.
You use all this stuff against women. I know your type.
Yeah, I'm writing
notes. That's why you called DJ Sus. One, because you're real sus.
No, my last name is Sussman, actually. No, but listen, if you were married 10 years, kids, things have been, everything has its regular relationship problems, but it's been mostly happy. And then in the 10th year, you get cheated on. Are you leaving?
Okay, repeat this again so I can think this through.
Your man didn't cheat till later in like 10 years down the line. You guys have a family, kids. It's been mostly happy. A little bit of a bumpy road, but it's been mostly happy, but he cheats down the line.
He cheats down the line. Okay, first of all, it depends on who. It depends on if he's showing me contrition or not. Why did this happen? Why didn't you talk to me? Was there a problem in our marriage, or is there a problem going on with you? Is this a midlife crisis? Is this something that I need to understand what's going on. But I do think that forgiveness is a major part of love. A lot of people don't want to admit that. Now, I'm not saying you need to be forgiving a dude every dang on day. You know what I'm saying? For something major, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to set your boundary lines and whatever your hard lines are. But I feel like I have learned throughout my life because I've cut a lot of people off. I'm one of those people that's like, you did me wrong, you've hurt me, we're done. Number change, you're blocked. Yeah. And I've learned that that's not right. I've lost a lot of people, or I have just found myself very alone because it's like, well, girl, somebody gonna hurt you once or twice, like including your mama and your daddy and your family members. Like, you're gonna be hurt by people because people are not perfect. So if somebody I love has hurt me in a major way, cheated on me or whatever, and I feel as if we can move past it, that they have owned their fault, they have been honest with me why they did it, and we can move forward, then yes, I will forgive them, because love is if God didn't forgive us, then y'all, I mean, we always messing up. He don't never stop loving.
I gotta take that advice too, because I am the grudge holder.
No,
but
it's
you
not
can't
good,
be like
you
that.
Can't.
I'm the grudge holder.
I tell him that all the time. You can't be like that
because people don't mean it.
They made a movie about me. I don't know if you've ever heard about it. It's called The Grudge.
Oh God.
All right, let's.
Well, there is a guy that you did stick up for on social media, and that was Bow Wow.
Absolutely, girl.
And he was going through it. He was going through a lot of mental health issues, and you went through your share of mental health issues. And now it seems like it's coming in the forefront with Logic coming out with his music and discussing it, and Bow Wow telling his story. What's your take on that, though? Because you really did stick up for him.
Thank
you.
You
wrote a long caption for him.
Yeah, I think that, first of all, I love Bow Wow. I've been a long time fan of Bow Wow, and I think that people go through whatever they're going through. I don't know what he may be experiencing in his personal life, or if what people say online really bothers him or not. But I know, you know, at the end of the day, the idea that people sometimes have, or the things that people get into online, the trains that people end up following, whether it's bullying or loving, sometimes can make people feel as if this is how the world thinks of me as a whole. Right. But only 20% of the world is actually on the internet. So it's not a real reflection. Like most people I feel like about Bow Wow the way that I do. Now, when people get on their phone and they start typing and stuff like that, that's a separate world from damn near the reality that we live in today. And so I just felt like I wanted to remind people in that world, like, yo, Bow Wow is a real life legend. Like, I mean, he has been had platinum records, you know, before most of us had our own first job.
Keke, keep it real with me. Did you have a Bow Wow poster on your bedroom wall when you were growing up?
You know, I'm not one of those people that could afford a poster. But did I
with
love
candles
Bow Wow?
around it?
Bow Wow was my first love as a kid, and he was every little girl's first love. That's why I'm like, stop trying to play my boy Bow Weezy now. Do not play Bow Wow like you did.
Did you have a crush on Lil Bow Wow or Bow Wow?
Or Shaq?
So I had a crush on Lil Bow Wow, and then when he did Fresh As I'm Is, my crush was revived. Okay. And that was his like comeback record when he turned 18. Like, you ain't riding, you ain't.
Right now, Bow Wow's gonna be watching this interview somewhere like, Keke.
No. Right. Wait, why would Bow Wow be doing this though? Why did he make Bow Wow do this? Like, when do Bow Wow do this? Yeah, like the dude from the wood.
I just made that shit up.
You like that? You like that?
All right, listen. So they're rushing us a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
We're having a blast.
We gotta do this soon, like in
you
like
are
a podcast.
Fun. You are really fun to like. This even
to do what? Say that again.
That's my bouncing. That's my bouncing off of this. See, this is why Allie deals with you, honestly, because aside from this, like outside of here, you're so annoying, terrible. You know, you're not any fun to be
God
around.
damn.
But in here, you are fun to converse with. You, my brother, know how to have good conversation.
This is true.
That's why the ladies love me.
Oh, God.
So in closing, real quick, so you got 3 TV shows, correct?
Yes. 3 TV shows. So Star, working on Star, that comes on Fox. Shout out to Lee Daniels. I have MTV Screen. Don't you love Lee?
Yeah, it's my
He's
guy.
come to see y'all, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, He's so cool. Like, what kind of cool writer, producer, exec? Like, he's dope. So I have that. That comes out on every Wednesday. Then I have MTV Scream that's coming out in the fall. So excited about that horror project. Kids from College Park, you know, are in the whole Scream world. It's very, very dope. Shout outs to Queen Latifah. She executive produced that. And then I have Berlin Station. So you guys can binge watch on Epix or on demand. That's like a CIA espionage show. The 2nd season is when my character was introduced. And then my 3rd season, I'm going to film in July. I'm going to be in Budapest, y'all.
Nice.
It's cool. It's different. I'm scared.
You got the single Bossy out.
Yes. I got the single
DJs,
Bossy.
download Bossy. It's a movie.
Show your girl some love. I got that Boss album coming out. You guys need to come tomorrow. I've got listen. Yeah, you are. Allie, come. I already forced him to come. He has no choice but to come. So the Boss album is coming out this year. I got the listening party for those records tomorrow. And check out Bossy. It's available everywhere, man.
All right, cool. Yes. And I'm going to say this on camera. No, it's nothing crazy. I'm just saying you're an actress. We're cool. I have a horror movie in the works, a script. When the time comes, I'm going to call you.
Is it casting?
I need the friend price, yes.
Oh my gosh, man, I've done movies for literally nothing before when the script has been good.
Can you say that again to the camera?
Oh, I've done it. I've done movies for literally nothing when the script was good. If the script is good, man, and we got the money to pull off them gags, because you know horror movies cannot be done on a low budget when it comes to the actual killings.
Yeah, exactly.
We need them killings on point.
I learned about the killings well. Allie's Puerto Rican. Anyway, let's close the interview. Keke Palmer, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me. You are too much fun. You guys are too much fun. I had a time. Yes.
Now we're gonna talk soon. I love when Keke's around.
Oh my gosh, I love when you guys are around too. You are awesome. Seriously, this is a fun interview. This is when you get lost in it.
I know.
Oh, shut up.
All right, it's the feature presentation. DJ Sussel and Hip Hop Nation.